There was a sister at a public park, minding her own business, hitting some foam golf balls. Well, that's not harming anybody, but oh no, a Karen decides to show up and call the police. Watch what happened.
Yo, a lady called the police on me today because I'm hitting golf balls at the park. And when the officer pulled up, I just simply put a golf ball in his hand. And he scores it. He said it's foam. I said, of course. Who would hit live golf balls at a public park? And then the lady who had called and complained had her dog off the leash, and he walked over and told her about a city ordinance and gave her a ticket. Isn't life lovely?
Now, this Karen called the police, on this sister for doing nothing. And in the end, she ended up getting a ticket. I think that is like the perfect ending, to this particular story. See, dealing with these Karens in society, that alone is just annoying because you can't even live. You can't even mind your own business. You can't be at a public park. You understand? This is why, I'm loving that their privilege is slowly diminishing and their rule is slowly diminishing. Because the day is going to come where they can't call the police no more, that nobody's going to pay attention to them anymore. And that's going to be a horrible day for people like them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they feel the police is their, bodyguards, and they can just harass you and do whatever they want to do to you. That's why I was, having a conversation with Sister Emma the other day, and I said, listen, as I get older, I just don't have patience for that. And, I don't. I mean, I have great patience, in areas that I need to have great patience, but I just don't have patience with stupidity. I don't have patience for racism. I don't have patience for any of it. As I get older, I just appreciate not having to deal with that. So when I go to places like, South Africa, for instance, and I don't have to deal with it when I'm there, or, the police, the majority of the police are, South African people, black people, right? And I can, like I say, when I was there, I was walking and talking with the police, just having a great conversation with the brother, right? Things like that, I appreciate a lot more than being in a place where a Karen can show up. Now, some people say, well, you could go to a city like Atlanta and things like this, way more black people in Atlanta. Sure, it is way more black people in Atlanta, but this is the problem with the United States of America. Atlanta is one city. You understand what I'm saying? We need a whole state like in Atlanta. Maybe we need a couple of states like Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? But we the majority, we are running things. We the majority of the police, we the city council, we the mayor, we all of that. You understand what I'm saying? Then things I think in my opinion would be a lot better. I'm not saying you don't have bad, people in the community that was going to do bad things, but even our black politicians a lot of times, the rule. You can't help black people and you can't do anything to take away or harm them, the folks. You know what I'm saying? So even the black politician is always underneath the microscope, even in a majority, black city, like Atlanta, for instance. But even though this sister kind of took it, just laughed about it and whatever, and like I say, ended very well, to me that's just annoying. She's just doing something that just to pass the time, something she's enjoying, not harming anybody, not committing any crimes. Because, if it was me and I had to be a mayor, we would have to pass a law real quick in the city, or ordinance or whatever, that if you call the police out there for things that's not a crime, you just reporting things that's not, no, you're getting $1,000 fine. You do it again, a $5,000 fine. You do it again, a $10,000 fine. And if you do it a fourth time, 30 days in jail, county. Because you're not going to keep calling the police out there for stuff like that. No, You're wasting resources, you're wasting time. That police officer could be doing something productive. That's how I look at it. Instead of, well, he's just standing there, and they should, and that ordinance I'll put down, they'll warn him, ma'am, is he actually committing a crime or he just walking down the street? Well, he's just standing there. He looks like, okay, well, ma'am, we find out he didn't do anything, or he's walking down the street. Remember, you'll be in violation of that of the false reporting ordinance, and you'll get a fine. So if he's doing something, no problem, you're good. You know what I'm saying? They'll cut all that Karen stuff out real quick. They can do what I said tomorrow if they want to. And they'll put a stop to all of that mess. But boy, they'll be hot with something like that. Well, why can't I call? No, call when it's a crime in progress, no problem. But somebody just hitting some balls, they're not hitting nobody's car, they're not harming nobody. Something has to be done.